Everyone. My name is Anna. I work for Untitled. I lead a few of our teams here at Untitled. I've been here for about 2.5 years now. It's a lovely place to work. Feel free to get in touch with us afterwards as well. Before I begin, actually, I know we've had a few thank yous before, but I really want to thank you, Bianca and Philly and Alex, to just give us the opportunity to host this lovely event. So yes, just give them a big one. Woohoo! There you go. This way. This way. There you go, that's it. And I'm looking for Mel, but Mel's not here. Oop, and this is falling. Salsa? That's steady, there you go, I'll try that. I was going to say a big thank you to Mel. So Mel Enfield is behind all of the events in Untitled that get organized and published. So all across social media, you'll be able to see her. And if you do see her somewhere, just please give her a big thank you. So yeah. Cool. Okay, so I was encouraged / forced to also contribute to tonight's event. So thank you, Bianca, for encouraging me. I'm going to start with a short story, and then we'll see how the evening unfolds. How many of you recognize this city? Let's see. Hands up, more hands up. Guesses without Bianca and Eva. Few guesses. Let's see. Amsterdam. What else? Stockholm. What else? Prague. Stockholm. Cool. Yes, Stockholm. Got a few travelers around. Great. So Stockholm. I visited Stockholm a couple of years ago. Three things I learned about Stockholm. The first one is Stockholm has the biggest number of McDonald's restaurants per capita in Europe. That's excellent, because number two, I genuinely cannot afford anything else in Stockholm apart from going to McDonald's every day. Thirdly, the third big thing about Stockholm, and actually Sweden, is that it bloody snows a lot in Sweden. And then what happens when it snows a lot in Sweden is that they had to come up with a very, very organized and efficient way to clean snow. And the way Sweden decided to clean snow off the road was actually looking at the ring roads first, so cleaning the main ring roads of the cities, and then looking at the main boulevards and streets afterwards, and then looking at sidewalks, and then looking at little pedestrian walks and hospitals and all that kind of stuff. You may wonder, though, what does that have to do with gender equality? Interestingly, the way Sweden cleaned snow had a really, really different impact to men than it did to women. I actually have some stats about this. So the first thing is that 3 times more people get injured on the pedestrian and sidewalks than they do on roads in the cars. And guess what? About 75% of those are women. So coming to that acknowledgement and awareness in Sweden was quite a big thing. The other thing that they realized is that hospital care and the amount of lost productivity that was happening during winter times in Sweden cost them actually 4 times more than the snow cleaning. So that's quite impressive. Now, Sweden is one of the leading countries when it comes to gender mainstreaming. So amazing first step that they did probably 8-10 years ago, if I'm not wrong. But actually just acknowledging this and doing something about it. And the moment they decided to change the order in which they do snow cleaning, all these numbers changed within a year. So what that shows us is that being aware of the impacts of our small decisions, how that can influence it. This is this example is actually an example that I found in one of the books that I read, and it's called Gender Data Gap. And the gender data gap basically is saying that the world has been designed for men, but not in a deliberately mean way, but actually all of the data that we've been generating and all the stats that we've been using actually have been generated by men. And this lovely lady called Perez, she wrote this amazing book called Invisible Women, and I'm really impressed with it because the way she exposes the gender data bias is incredible. One example here, a number of other examples from actually the New York Opera, New York Opera back in the 1970s, 90% women. Someone had this great idea of doing blind auditions. Within a year, it turned to 50-50. That's amazing. And lots and lots of other examples, like seatbelts and all that kind of stuff. Really, really recommend the book. I had to put it down halfway because it was quite intense, for those of you who've read it. But I really, really recommend it. So why am I standing here today? I guess my plea to you is become conscious. I think we all have different jobs. We all have, whether we're in the technology industry or outside of it, we can influence this. We can influence decision making so that women and children and other people are considered into designing a better world for all of us. And that's it. Thank you.